to Wine Library TV. I am your host, Gary Vaynerchuk, and this, my friends, is the Thunder Show, aka the internet's most passionate wine program. And let me start by saying we got awfully lucky. Santa came early to the New York Jets with that fumble. I was running around the house because I did not go to the game, not feeling well, and pretty pissed off at the Jets to begin with. Running around the house saying, "It's a miracle! It's a miracle!" Lost my mind, Mott. They got a gift. They're still a terrible football team. I don't know what's going on right now. We went 8-3 and just decided to be bad. But it's the holiday times, and I have a gingerbread house here, which I thought was really neat. Sent to me by the Gingerbread Construction Company in Massachusetts. Oh, some Patriot fans probably. Mott cut. Let's get it. All right, just kidding. Anyway, we're going to taste this gingerbread house with wines. I think, it's that time of year, Mott. I want to do some neat things. It's the holidays. We've done almost 600 shows. And at the end of the day, when you do 600 wine shows, even though we haven't covered a lot of important subject matters, it's fun to do something a little bit, holiday themed. And so this gingerbread house that I sent here, just good looking package, by the way, Mott. We will taste it, and we will see which wines pair with them. So I thought it would be cool to do a pairing of wines and gingerbread home. And I thought about smell that? It smells good. I thought what would go well. I don't know. I feel like this is so beautiful. I thought what wines would go well with the gingerbread home, and I decided to go with dessert wines. Obviously, that's what people are going to think about this time of year. So this gorgeous little home, I should have probably figured out how much the retail was on something like this. That probably would have added some value. But we've got 3 different dessert wines here that we're going to try to see what really pairs well with gingerbread home. And we'll do that in 1 second. But first, a little bit of a couple announcements. One, the Vaniac t-shirts. I see a lot of people buying them now as gifts. A lot of the girlfriends out there, you wanted to get something for the hubby, or the flip side. So I decided to come up with a free shipping campaign for that. So Mott, link it up. All the t-shirts, all the Wine Library TV swag, free shipping for the next 10 days. And finally, it has happened. People have been asking. The Gary Vaynerchuk Wine of the Month Club, which is really a Wine of the Month Club version of what we do with the secret pack. Each month you'll get a wine, 2 or 3. Watch the video. We'll have Mott link that up. You have the ability to get 2 different packs, or 3 different. There's an ABC pack, and they're kind of like mini secret packs. Great gifts, great for you. I'm going to really mix it up. Sometimes you're going to get over-delivered. That's how we roll. So link that up as well, Mott. Now let's get into the episode. First wine of the day. Michele Chiarlo, Moscato d'Asti, $10 US. Now, the Moscato d'Astis are really popular this time of year. By the way, this gingerbread is smelling great. There's a little bit of a sparkling play. The Muscat grape, just really aromatic, clean, very vivacious, bubbly. Great alternative to Prosecco if you want a little sweetness. Great first date wine, fellas or ladies. And just really interesting stuff. I thought it'd be a really interesting comparison. So I guess we got to get into the gingerbread house. I've never had a gingerbread house in my life. No. You? Yeah. I feel like bad breaking this.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Right? I just ate the door. All right. So, lots of ginger cookie type stuff. Literally, these are these snow caps, right? Little snow cap, little chocolate action going on in there. Can you eat this? No, I don't think so. All right. Now let's get into the Moscato d'Asti. I get great orange peel coming through, almost like a Grand Marnier kind of component. Very vibrant, very fruitful. I get orange peel. A little peach, very light, easy drink, light in alcohol. Mott, these come in really low. This is the 2007, 7% alcohol. So you can pound this whole bottle. It's like drinking a beer. Mott, it's not a big deal. Little apple cider aspect. A very nice frizzante kind of drink. Pairs kind of interesting with the house. This house is good. with the ginger. Brings down a little bit of the acid, but this is a very simplistic bottle of wine. The Gingerbread House, oh, we're going to score that in the 90s. This little Moscato d'Asti, it's solid. Very light, very fresh, great with like pouring over peaches. Just a good little easy drink, a fun little holiday play at $10. But in the palate, it's far from world class. You know, just solid, easy drinking Moscato d'Asti. I'm going to score this wine 84 points. I don't think anything too special about this. And I'm wondering to myself, can I take $3 champagne, pour it with apple cider, and get this? Because it's kind of tasting that way. Nothing too crazy. It's fun. It doesn't really interact too well with the ginger, but not too poorly either. They're kind of doing their own thing. Kind of like a couple that's been married for a while. They're both laying in bed, Mott, and they're both reading for the evening, and they both close the door and they turn off the light, and that's kind of it. They're not really doing much together. You see where I'm going? That's kind of what I'm seeing with the Gingerbread House and the Moscato. No action, if you know what I mean. And so, at the end of the day, it's fine. At 10 bones, the Moscato is really nice, but it's just basic. It's not appalling by any stretch of imagination. And I'm telling you, if you're really just getting into wine, or you've never had wine before, and or you have a partner in crime, a girlfriend, a friend that wants to get into wine, it's a nice little way to start them off. Because it's like apple juice. All right, now we've got a serious wine. I'm trying to figure out if I want to do the Sauternes next, which is super serious, really the apex of this show, or do I want to jump into the blueberry wine? At first I thought that way, but now I'm rethinking it. I'm going to do the blueberry wine next and do a little rinse here. What we have here is a New Jersey wine, Mott. Little Jersey love on the Thunder Show. This is the Tomasello blueberry wine. 100% blueberries. Comes in at $8 US, and really a big seller here. I actually ran a report of which dessert wines sell well under $10 because, you know, I wanted to find economy-friendly wines for the holidays in case something really sparkled with a Gingerbread House. I am shocked of how much of this wine we sell, Mott. People like the blueberry wine. 8 bones. It's pretty, I guess. You could see. Reddish, you know, from the blueberries. Let's give it a sniffy sniff. Blueberries. But it actually smells like, kind of like cotton candy meets blueberries. So I kind of thought this would be kind of boring and just say blueberries, but right in the attack, I get a really interesting cotton candy flavor. Very obvious, very distinct. This is cotton candy, my friends, with blueberry sauce on top. Kind of interesting. Let's give it a whirl first, then we'll pair it. Immediately what comes to mind is, why am I not at IHOP? And why can't I pour this on top of it? You know, classic fruit wine, lots of blueberry flavor. I mean, there's not much you can do here in descriptions other than there's a really distinct, nice tannins on the back end kind of coming through, almost like Cabernet-like tannins, bitterness, which I kind of like. I kind of think that makes this a little bit neater than I thought it would be. I just really thought I was going to get blueberry juice. Let me give it one more shot. This is sweet, but you're going to get a bitter play. You're going to get the tannins, so understand that. Whoa, Mott. I'm like so sad. I feel like
Just a home wrecker.
broken this thing. All right. Got the gingerbread in my mouth. Let me take a little more to the door. That's where I can really get the ginger. All right. Let's give it a whirl. That is not a good pairing. Wow. Wow. Hold on. Very awkward at best. I bet you there's not a lot of blueberry gingerbread houses out there. The pairing is awkward. It made the blueberry wine even more tannic and bitter. Very disjointed combo. I definitely can tell you one thing, whereas the Moscato d'Asti and the gingerbreads kind of played nice, maybe from a distance, these two entities, the gingerbread house and the blueberry wine from Tomasello, do not get along, like a Jets and Patriots fan. So, that being said, I'm going to score the wine, forgetting about the combo, I'm going to score the wine a 81. Didn't do much for me either. Sorry, I'm striking out here a little bit. It's, kind of very basic, not doing a whole lot, very fruit driven. I mean, the price is fair. I mean, $8. I mean, the bottle's pretty enough for $8, Mott. But definitely not something that I'm going away running with pride. But Tomasello, listen, people like this stuff, and I just think there's so many alternatives, but it expands the palate. I'm glad I had it. Just want to go crazy recommending it. Would love to. Little Jersey pride would never hurt anybody, Mott. But let's move on. Mott, you born in Jersey?
Yeah.
Where?
New Brunswick.
That's right, I knew that. Okay, cool. Anyway, Chateau Robaud Promise, 2005 Sauternes. This wine rolls in at $40 US, 91 points. Wine Spectator, over 5,000 cases, about 5,000 cases produced in this. A Sauvignon Blanc, Semillon blend. Semillon is really the excitement in a lot of Sauternes. 2005 vintage is a spectacular vintage in Bordeaux. Sauternes is no exception. Lots of great Sauternes came out of this vintage. Good values in the marketplace, from $30 to $50 still, like this one. Let's see what's going on here. Let's try it by itself. Let's give it a sniffy sniff. Oh, wow. Not the nose I expected. This actually has a very distinct caramel component on the nose, which I think is extremely fascinating. A gorgeous honey component on the back end of the nose, and some lime peel, which I think is very fascinating. Wow. Almost like creme brulee. Come on, give us a little sniffy sniff. A very gorgeous nose, very complex nose. It's a very young Sauternes, so it's slightly closed down. I wouldn't say it's aromatically unreal. What do you think, Matt?
I think I smell a little apricot too.
Yeah, you always, but not as much as you would in a Tokai,
no, not
where
like
it's
the
like
Tokai
completely.
or other Sauternes that-
Whoa! Little spilly spill. Somebody's gonna slow mo my face there because it was like, oh. Yeah, very interesting nose. Kind of liqueur-like, like very neat. I mean, of course, there's alcohol. I get it, but smells more like a liqueur on that end. Interesting. I'm excited about trying this. Let's give it a whirl.
You're sick.
This is extremely good, and has been consistent with a lot of the 05s that I've been tasting. The viscosity of this wine is unparalleled. Very thick. Just huge density, even in comparison to a lot of the great Tokais that we've been having on the show lately. Just gorgeous, beautiful, banana peel, creme brulee, melon components, great floralness, great weight, sugarcane on the mid palate, just gorgeousness on this wine. Very well made. Great depth. What do you think?
Oh, it's good.
Real good, right?
It's real good.
I know you like the dessert wines. That's why I like you tasting them. This is a home run. I actually think the Wine Spectator underrated this wine, though. To be fair to them, they tasted it out of barrel a long time ago. This is a finished product. The review's probably 18 months to 2 years old. This wine brings serious thunder. Oh, God. I even forgot about the... Ow. Ow, that didn't work. Matt, these things are well made. I guess you have to use a knife, huh?
Or a hammer.
Really? Let's taste it with the gingerbread. With all the respect to the gingerbread house, this wine could make a pile of poop. Probably tastes pretty darn good. Very good symmetry between these flavors. By far the best pairing. And I don't really even think because it's the best wine. I think fundamentally, even a bad Sauternes would probably pair better with the ginger. There's something in that creme brulee kind of component. Get into that cinnamon kind of, ginger components that I think so work well together on the palate. This is a gorgeous combo. So if you've got some cinnamon, if you've got some Sauternes laying around and you have a gingerbread home this holiday season, bring it out and try it with it. But the Robaud Promise deserves a lot of attention. I'm very caught off guard. Rarely on the Thunder Show have I said to myself while taping, because you think a lot of things. You know, when you're doing something, you can think of other things. Say to myself, oh man, let me grab some of this before, the Vaniacs out there start grabbing at it. So, take your time so I can build myself out some of this. I mean, this is very substantial Sauterne. I'm kind of taken aback by how good it is. I'm going to give it one more shot before it gets silly here on the Thunder Show, and I don't want to do that. But this is really good. Really good. This wine completely attacks your palate and doesn't let go. It's like that girlfriend that you had in high school that you just couldn't get rid of. That's what this wine tastes. Or boyfriend. I'm going to score this wine 95 points. I think the Wine Spectator underscored this pretty badly. That being said, they tasted it 2 years ago, so I can't throw them under the bus. I think this is a Sauterne that a lot of people will be completely blown away by. This is delicious. Nectar of the gods, all that stuff that people talk about with dessert wines. You understand, because you get seduced. You get seduced. But unlike a lot of things in real life where you get seduced and it has no substance, strippers, this has serious thunder behind it. Big, bold, explosive, and I would pair this with an enormity of foods, no less a gingerbread home. This wine is thunder, this wine is awesome, and this is why I do this show. Caught off guard. I am caught off guard. I like it. I like it a lot. And I can tell by you, because you've done Sauternes with me in the past, and you've always been more enthusiastic about Tokai, and this is by far maybe the most enthusiastic I've seen you about a wine, period. So,
it's really smoking.
Killer, awesome, save the show. Let's link up the Gingerbread House people. Link that up. Gingerbread Houses, who are these guys? Pretty awesome.
Gingerbread Construction Company.
Cool, but they're a mass. But link them up anyway, Mott. So, let's link them up. Let's eat a little bit more of this. Let's share it with the Vaniacs. Actually, with the staff. Let them eat it. Oh, look, there's little Hershey Kisses, too. Question of the day. What is your favorite dessert? We're in the dessert mode. We get a little sense. By the way, people are slacking. We were hot on comments. Like 400 or 500 there. You saw that? And all of a sudden, we're down to 100. People are slacking. You're taking it for granted. You're taking Mott's hard work for granted. Step up. Leave a comment. Tell me what you like to eat for dessert. You, with a little bit of me, we're changing the wine world.